Girl, I was trying to get the tea. You came in too fast. Phone.
Sabrina, what are you doing here?
She's my friend, and she was staying the night here.
Oh, well, it's no problem. I can just come back another time.
It's okay. I'm leaving.
No, but I'm not ready yet. I gotta.
It's okay. It's okay. I can go. I'm gonna go to work. I'll meet you there.
Hey guys, Ashley Bowden here for The Buzz. We are in studio with one of the stars of BET's hit show Sistas, the beautiful Novi Brown.
Hey girl.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Amazing.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
All in brown.
You know.
Living up to your name.
Period.
Yes.
Chocolate.
And chocolate, yes. And speaking of your name, we are name twins.
Literally.
Yes, because your real name is actually Ashley,
But
right?
how do you spell it though?
L-E-Y.
Period. Hey.
Listen.
Sorry, EEs.
No time for the
Eyes, whatever.
the extras.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell me about the name change. Like, how did that come about?
Because in the Actors Union, there's a union called SAG, AFTRA, and you cannot have the same performer name. So it's like legally you cannot do it. So she played Mary Poppins on Broadway, and she already coveted the name. The name was already out there doing its thing, and I had to pick a new name because you're not allowed to have the same stage name. And my mother and I were trying to think about it, and my middle name is Taylor, so I was like, Ashley Taylor Brown, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
That's cute, though. That's cute.
It's still cute. But I was like, I don't think I want to be a middle name girl.
Okay.
And so I got Novi from November because that's the month I was born in. And then I came to find out years later it was called Gift of God.
That's the meaning
the
of
meaning of
Novi. I love
which
that.
Which is nuts. I was like, okay.
So you took that whole just pivot as a empowerment moment.
Yeah.
And I love that. You
Yeah.
made it your own.
I have to.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is life. That's a
Yeah.
good point. So has it been difficult getting used to being called Novi? Like something that's just not your name? Because you've been called Ashley, I'm sure, since birth.
Since birth.
Right?
Yeah.
So now you got to get used to Novi. Has that been weird?
It was in the beginning.
Okay.
But now it's amazing because I can tell which person knows me when. And I think that's the most exciting part.
Right. So the day ones are calling you Ashley.
Period.
Ash.
Period. Like they know me since grade school or
Yeah.
high school, you know, or working in a restaurant together.
Yeah.
And then people who call me Novi is the name that I've earned.
Ooh.
You know,
I love that.
I'm earning this name for myself.
Okay. Okay. I like that. So tell me, for those who aren't familiar with the show, give me the rundown on the show. Give me the rundown on your character, Sabrina.
Listen, it's the Black Sex in the City. That's all you need to know. It takes place in Atlanta. It's a show about dating Black women in their 30s, which I think we never have that. We either have our elders, which are 50 plus, or we have very young people in their teens or early 20s. That early 30 demographic, I think, is such a pivotal space for us to be in. And it's a melodrama. It's a nighttime soap.
Okay.
It is dramatic. People die.
Ooh.
There's like children, there's
Yes.
lovers cheating, embezzlement.
Yeah.
I mean, it's giving real life situations.
Oh, it got real. So let's talk about episode 2. Y'all left us on a cliffhanger. Like, it was intense. Speaking of people dying, I'm like, are we going to be looking at a funeral? Episode 3 and 4? What tea can you give us? You can give us something, right?
I don't give my mama nothing, so I'm not gonna give y'all not a thing.
Okay.
Because honestly, I love watching everyone freak out every week.
Yeah.
But I can say it'll always keep you guessing. And in honesty, I feel like every actor is getting better every season.
Yeah.
Like, it's just cool to watch my castmates develop their craft and, you know, really take command of their character and own their character and that voice and who that person is. Because even if you met somebody like Cheeto, who plays Gary, he a big old goofball.
Is he really?
Girl, please.
Okay.
He is the goofiest of the goofiest.
Okay.
Like, super down to earth, such a family man. You know, if you meet somebody like Aaron in real life, whose name is Kevin, he's a spiritual teacher. All that messy preacher stuff is not within his repertoire.
Wow.
So it's just really awesome to see them develop themselves.
And it is awesome to see you guys just stretch who you are as a person and translate that into your character. So what would you say, or is your character similar to who you are in real life?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I feel every actor or artist has that foundation.
Yeah.
So Sabrina is a caretaker. She's a nurturer. She's a lover. Is everybody okay?
Yes.
I'm so like that, but I'm a Scorpio. So I'm a lot more direct with you good, girl? Like, what's up? I think that's more my energy. I feel like I'm a mix of Sabrina with Danny.
Okay.
You know, that realism, that pragmatic mentality. Whereas in Sabrina's a little bit more dreamy. She's more optimistic, more nuanced.
Yeah.
And I don't think we see a lot of those black women on screen. We see a lot of the strong, I know what I want. This is who I am. And I don't feel black women get the space to not know. And that is part of the human journey. Everyone goes through that time in their life.
I agree with that. So I would say, well, I want to ask you, what is it like working on a Tyler Perry production?
Crazy.
Crazy?
Crazy as hell.
Tell me some of the crazy things that happen.
It's so crazy, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
Because we film our entire show in 10 days. So 22 episodes in 10 days, anywhere from 90 to 120 pages of content a day. It is not a normal situation. Other shows take anywhere from 3 to 8 months to complete.
Right.
We do everything in 3 weeks.
Wow.
So that shows you the hyper speed. That means that we have to be on point. We don't have time for mistakes. We don't get second takes. We don't do anything.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, if a line is flubbed and I'm literally saying the wrong thing, we go back and retake the line. But there is no, okay, again, what do you think about this? Let's try it again. We do all of our prep work up front and we come ready. And so Tyler has taught us to stay ready, period. And this industry is really hard. It's really difficult to navigate, as I'm sure you're aware of.
Yes.
And with that, he's just giving us the ability to trust ourselves, whatever situation we're in. You know, the girls, us, we didn't meet 5 months before and get to have lunch and dinner and hang out. No, I got hired on Thursday. I started working on Monday.
Wow.
My first scene was the scene where me, Ebony, and Andy are in the gym. We're in the gym, you know, and doing our thing. That was the first day I met them. I talked to them.
Anything. Yeah.
Besides KJ, because I had met her at the audition, but I had not met the other women. So in this situation, it's purely God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, though, because it gives you the space and the openness or the autonomy to be creative and be yourself and whoever you want to be in that moment.
Yes.
So that's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
I'm glad that he does that for you guys.
Me too.
So who is responsible for the craziest antics on set? Because I know that, there's like 5 powerful, beautiful, talented women, and then you got the squad of guys.
Yes.
Who's responsible for the crazy on set?
Honestly,
And I say that respectfully.
I wish we had time for a little bit more pranks and crazy activity. We don't, but we all a little kooky. You know what I'm saying? Like all of us are a little nuts, obviously, to be in this profession and then to work where we work. But I will say that the guys very much follow the women's lead. This is a show where it's about us and how we feel and what we think, and they're just supporting what we do, you know? And that's what I think is really nice to see, is men who know this is a woman's show and we are here to support you.
Yeah.
And so whatever we're feeling that day, they with us. They rock with us. You know what I'm saying? And they have to deal with all the women's ebbs and flows.
Yes.
And yeah, but we don't really have time to play a lot of jokes, unfortunately, but we do have time to party.
Oh, I know that's right.
We do.
What's the last party you guys have all went
KJ's
to?
Bachelorette.
Ooh.
I don't know if y'all saw that. That was listen, one of the best times in my entire life. I can say that hands down.
Okay.
Because we've literally seen people have babies, get engaged. We've seen parents die. Like, we've seen everything in this cast. We've seen ourselves go from a dream to a tangible reality.
Yeah.
You know, so we've gone through so many transitions as a family.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, we're family forever.
Did you know that the show would continue on to season 6? Like, did you?
Not 6.
Yeah.
You know, if you work with Tyler, there's certain people in the industry, if I work with them, it's a go.
Right.
Right? There's certain names like, it's a go.
Yeah.
Tyler, it's a go.
It's a go.
Period.
Yes.
But the success of it all, I think, surprised him. It surprised everybody in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Because when's the last time you saw a show with 4 or 5 black female leads? You haven't. I grew up in the Girlfriends era, you know, single, living single. Those are my times. And then there was a big break.
Yes.
We didn't have that.
We didn't have anything.
We didn't have anything. So I think it was a combination of Tyler, BET, because point blank period, who didn't grow up on BET? And then it was a combination of seeing these women who all look different, different skin tones, different body shapes, different facial features, right? That variety of Black women, and then a pandemic. So it was literally the perfect...
Yeah, the perfect storm. Yeah, and I love that. I'm glad you brought that up because the array of characters really reflects who we are as Black women and our many dimensions and all of our beauty and all of our shades and sizes. So I love that the show does that.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, because we need to see it. We need to see it. And then everyone, you're not always the same. Sometimes you watch a show and 5 years later you connect with that character.
Right.
Right. I feel like Sabrina, my character, who's the very vulnerable, soft, you know, caring, maybe confused even. A lot of people cannot identify with that until a certain point in their own personal journey.
Yeah.
It's going to piss them off.
Yes.
Because they can't see themselves.
Well, you bring up a great point because even now, you talk about us growing up on Girlfriends. Even now, I'll think back like, oh, I'm acting like Tony.
Yes.
Or I'm acting like Joan.
Yes.
Yes.
Whereas in when you're younger, oh, I could never, I would never. But that's literally the human experience. The point is to understand that you can be all of those things. And it's okay.
And it's okay. Yeah.
It's okay.
So the show really displays the challenges of navigating relationships. What are some of your dating rules?
Ooh, don't circle back.
Come on.
If they ain't get it the first time, they ain't gonna get it the second time. Do not circle back. And that doesn't mean there isn't maybe a moment or two in your relationship where you're trying to figure out things, but don't double back.
Right. You already made your decision.
You dump them. Let it go.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, always use protection.
Yes.
Always. I believe in casual sex. I believe in consenting casual sex, meaning have fun, ladies. Do your thing, but keep your health in mind.
Yes.
Do not be scared to ask that. Usually when I was single and I was on dates, I was like, oh, no. So when's the last time you took a STD test?
Right.
Like, we can make it sexy, whatever we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But that's sexy.
Yes.
Like, being on top of your health is hot.
Yeah.
And then the third thing is always come with your own cash. Because at the end of the day, you just don't know what people are going through. People are trying to impress people. You know, things happen. Emergencies happen. And everybody's trying to make a living.
Yeah.
Like, don't expect a 24-year-old to have everything together. That's just not the reality of the world we live in.
I agree. Yeah, those are good tips. I like that. Yeah, you never know. What I thought was so interesting about you, I was doing a little digging, and I was like, oh, my girl is into astrology. Just a bit. No, you have some, like, good videos on YouTube.
Thank you.
You're really into it. How did all that come about?
It was part of this journey for me because I was doing everything right. And I'm putting it in quotation marks because life isn't fair.
Right.
There's no... I was an honor roll student. I had a job at 14. You know, I wasn't worried about boyfriends. Like, I was like, I'm doing this and I'm in my career, blah, blah, blah. It still wasn't working.
Yeah.
I wasn't finding anyone that I could connect with. My career wasn't working out for me. And there was a little bit of time that I was homeless and I was on EBT. And take the EBT. Take it. We ain't paying taxes for no reason now. But... everyone needs help, right? And I was going through that journey, and I was feeling so disconnected with God because a lot of times I feel like we only applaud God when we're doing well in our lives. And so I was really disconnected and angry and sad because I didn't understand. And I saw a YouTube video about Scorpios. Girl, I rolled my eyes. I was like, whatever. And then I clicked on it, and then I saw this other video about natal charts, and then I got the information from my mom. Yeah. And then I put it in the computer, and I was like...
Hold up. Who's been reading my mail?
Whoa, right? Like, so personal. And then I just started studying it in secret for a really long time. And I started reading strangers, and they were saying, oh my gosh, that's true. And I said, wow, this could be really helpful. And then I tweeted out one time, psychologists should study astrology, and it went viral, and it was a huge discussion, and blah, blah, blah. And then I said, oh, well, I could teach people astrology while I'm doing this Twitter thing, talking about sisters and whatever else I got going on. And when I saw a lot of, especially Black people, really resonating with it, I said, I have to keep going, you know, because there's younger women that look like me, or they want to understand their energy. They want to understand who they are in a world that's constantly telling you you're not fitting in.
Right. And I like to sometimes people are very afraid of, especially our culture, afraid of astrology. We're taught like, oh, no, don't do that. But I like to liken it to knowing what the forecast is going to be for the day. That's all it is.
In the wintertime, do you not put on more clothes and
Right.
long johns because it's cold outside?
Right.
Do you not want to know what the weather's like for you energetically?
Mm-hmm.
And then also, you don't drive yourself crazy when you don't connect with certain people.
Yeah, and you don't take certain events that happen so personal.
Personally.
You understand what's going on in the cosmos and
the energy.
In the energy.
What's your sign?
Taurus.
Yeah, so I'm a Scorpio.
We're opposite.
We're literally sister signs.
Yes.
We are literally like, we could be best friends or the
Or
worst
enemies, exactly. Yep.
And sometimes both.
Yeah.
Because that's what friendship is sometimes about. And you're the opposition, meaning you're going to show me the other side of what life can be as a Taurus. Mm-hmm. You're more, and KJ's a Taurus.
Yes.
And you're more on the like, let's keep it peace. Like, I just want to be chill. I want to have a good time. And me, I'm a Scorpio. I'm like, I want to dive deep. I want to know the dark side.
Yes.
And you're like, girl, relax. Come to the top. And I'm like, girl, come to the bottom. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So, and it's a synergetic relationship, and it's very intentional. Mm-hmm. And that's what I think, you know, I always say God is a poet first, and God spoke through the stars and the moon and the sky first.
He created it.
Before GPS and Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm. I love that. What's your chart?
I'm a Cancer rising, Taurus moon, Scorpio sun.
Okay, so I'm Taurus sun, Cancer rising, Libra moon.
Hey, yo, get it?
Right? Very similar.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Our approach to life is very similar. Mm-hmm. Like that Cancer energy of people telling us things and treating us with, telling us all their family things, introducing us to the family, which I don't know for you when you were dating, did a lot of the people introduce you to their family and close people like fast?
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah.
I used to think that was special, but it wasn't special. It's because I had that energy that makes people feel comfortable to do that.
Right. That's that Cancer rising. All right. So what's next for you? I mean, we see you as this powerhouse actress, boss babe. What would you say is next on your agenda?
I'm manifesting a biopic role.
Okay.
I want to see myself in the 20s, 50s, 70s, like around those eras. And I'm manifesting an astrology talk show because I would really love to do this.
Brilliant.
And it's called, I have one called Conversations and Constellations, but I'm manifesting that it gets picked up somewhere big and becomes one of the first of its kind.
I think it would. I absolutely think it would, because I feel like that is kind of taking over even in the YouTube space, right?
Yeah.
So
it's a little niche. I'm an Aries North Node, so I'm supposed to start something new.
My North Node is in Aries as well.
I'm supposed to start something brand new that people haven't done before. So.
And you're supposed to do it by yourself. Oh, I love it. I'm here
We're
for
gonna unpack things.
I want to be on.
Exactly.
So you're here in this beautiful brown outfit,
Thank you.
but let's not ignore the fact that this beautiful bag is in here. Tell me about it.
Y'all, I'm not a purse girl, okay? But there's this guy named Brandon Blackwood, a young black man who started this purse line, and it blew up during the pandemic. He had this line called End Systemic Racism, and it went viral. Long story short, I was like, okay, like I'm doing this red carpet thing. I need a bag to take somewhere. And I'm always trying to give my money back to black people.
Yes.
I want to keep it in the community because I think on average, we only keep our money in our community 3 minutes. You know, so we're quick to get it and spend it somewhere else. Mm-hmm. I feel like he has a bag for every occasion, and it's affordable, which is another thing. Under $500, most of his bags.
Okay.
And they just kind of add a little pizzazz. You know what I'm saying? I could do jeans, t-shirt. I could do a gown. So shout out to Brandon Blackwood. He's so amazing. And I just want more people to get excited about luxury black brands. This is the new Gucci. This is the new Louis Vuitton.
Absolutely. And I was just telling you off camera that I just got a Brandon Blackwood bag, and I wasn't super familiar with it, but now I am.
Welcome to the family. Girl.
Yes, I feel special.
Yes.
All right, well, Novi, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I feel blessed by your presence and your energy, and much success to you in the future. I know you are going to do wonderful things, and I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
Tell us where we can find you, where people can chat it up with you.
Yeah, come chat it up with me. Twitter, I'm big on Twitter at I am Novi Brown, Instagram at I am Novi Brown, and YouTube Conversations and Constellations. So whether you like my acting or astrology or both, come come on over and hang out with me.
Yes. Thank you, Novi.
I don't want us to be apart. We sisters, always.
Tyler Perry's Sistas. Watch it live on BET.
Hey, my name is Novi Brown, and you've just been buzzed.